I love you, Henry.
Mr. Dawes?
I'm Henry Dawes.
I'm an associate of Mr. Ramil. Please, get in. Mr. Ramil's very appreciative of you coming on such short notice. We do hope it wasn't too much of an inconvenience.
Oh, not at all. To be honest, I needed the work. It hasn't really been easy to come by.
Huh. Well, then I hope this is the first step toward reversing your fortune.
Yeah, me too. My wife and I were expecting a kid.
Congratulations, Mr. Dawes.
Thank you.
Is this your first?
Yes, it is.
Might I ask, boy or girl?
We actually don't know.
Ah, another surprise. How delightful. Don't worry, Mr. Dawes. This bridge has proven quite reliable.
We're sorry, your call did not go through.
I wouldn't fidget with that too much, Mr. Dawes. Service out here can be scarce.
Great. My wife's gonna think I left for good.
I'm sure she'll understand.
I don't think so.
Ah. Well, here we are. It's a beautiful structure, isn't it?
Late 18th century?
Precisely. Word to the wise, Mr. Dawes. Mr. Ramil can be a rather demanding soul. Just do as he asks, and I promise you, the compensation can be quite generous.
Let me give you a little something.
No need for gratuity, Mr. Dawes. It's all been taken care of.
Well, thank you. When can we expect you back?
Well, that is entirely up to you, Mr. Dawes. Oh, yes. Have a good stay.
May I help you?
I'm Henry Dawes, here to appraise the estate.
Mr. Ramil has put you in the north end of the house overlooking the pond. Once you've settled, you're to join him for a nightcap in the library. This will be your room. You'll find the bathroom at the far end of the hall.
Looks wonderful, thank you.
It is widely believed that Bach died from complications of eye surgery. An infection festered when a traveling oculist attempted to remove cataracts from his eyes. The procedure failed mightily, and within 4 months, Bach was dead. The greatest composer the world has ever known chose to fight his blind fate rather than accept it. Pride was his undoing.
I'm not proud, but I am happy. And happiness blinds, I think, more than pride.
Alexander Dumas.
The Count of Monte Cristo. My wife made me read it.
Smart woman.
You have no idea.
Mr. Dawes, I presume.
Please, call me Henry.
Come, Henry. Join me by the fire. I hope your journey wasn't too uncomfortable.
Oh, no, not at all.
Would you care to join me for an evening spirit?
Yes, I would love to. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Gates. Cheers.
Cheers. Got a beautiful home here.
Thank you. Sadly, I'm the last of a dying breed. I fear once I'm gone, the estate will follow suit.
No family?
My late wife was unable to bear children. Adoption was always a conversation rather than a reality.
I apologize if I'm overstepping my bounds, but without a beneficiary, why bother with the appraisal?
Curiosity, I suppose. Even I don't know everything about this place. Then again, maybe I just wanted the company.
Well then, to paid company.
To you, Henry. My old body is begging for some rest. Feel free to look around the place if you like. I'll see you in the morning for breakfast. Good night, Henry.
Good night.
The attic is very dangerous at night. May I suggest you wait till morning?
Of course.
Good evening, Mr. Dawes.
Back there, about 300 yards, my mother built herself a little home away from home. We lovingly referred to it as her madhouse. Small cottage where she could cool the daily agitations that my father presented her. You see, my father was a drinker. My mother was a Methodist.
Well, my parents divorced when I was 15. Maybe your mother was onto something.
Maybe she was. Maybe she was. The house has been vacant for over 2 decades. Due to my decline in health, I haven't seen it in nearly that long. Would you mind taking a few pictures to share with me at dinner tonight?
Whatever you need.
Thank you. Holler if you need anything. shit! I'm sad to say, he is not the first that we've dealt with over the years. Transients, drifters, even fugitives have sought asylum in our woods. Property this large lends itself to stowaway. Did you find anything else on the body? Any sort of identification?
No, I didn't look. I mean, legally, I shouldn't have even touched the note.
What a sin. To give up on life so easily.
Well, we should call the police.
I'll take care of that, Mr. Dawes. I'll see that the body is properly disposed of.
Disposed of?
Poor choice of words. A proper burial, of course. I do hope you'll stay and finish the appraisal. I'm prepared to offer you greater pay to compensate for today's unpleasantries.
I don't think that would be appropriate.
5,000 on top of your fee.
That's a sizable offer.
7,000.
Mr. Ramil, I think you should find someone else.
Tell me, Mr. Dawes, just what would your departure accomplish, huh? An ethical victory? A moral triumph? Because it certainly won't help to take care of your wife or your unborn child.
How do you know about my family?
My driver and I, we spoke. I understand this job is very important to you, Mr. Dawes.
Yeah, it is.
I am offering you a great deal of money. Enough to spoil your growing family. Please, don't allow a fool's poor judgment to determine yours.
10,000. On top of my fee.
We have a deal. I do hope you enjoy lamb.
So the madhouse definitely has some interesting stuff, like that, for example.
Yes. We named him Henry, coincidentally. He was a gift to my mother. Brought back from China nearly 60 years ago.
Oh, that's quite a gift.
My family has never been one for the obvious, Mr. Dawes.
Take a look.
That is beautiful. You have quite an eye.
I've had a lot of practice.
In what way?
I used to be a photographer.
Professionally?
Yep, for a number of years. I had my own studio. in this broken down warehouse. I mean, we had brown water and the occasional rat, but loved everything about that place.
What changed?
It's a long story.
I have all the time in the world.
One day, this drop-dead brunette walked through my doors. She had these little cut-off shorts, porcelain skin. Honestly, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. She asked me if I took headshots. She wanted to be an actress out in Hollywood. I'd never taken a headshot in my life, but I lied right to her face and said with a smile, "Of course I do." Tragically enough, that young lady never did make it to Hollywood.
Oh?
Because I married her 3 months later. Now, about a year after the marriage, my business was failing. The market was diluted. My father-in-law threw me a line. He offered me this gig. Steady pay, good benefits, and we wanted to start a family, so I couldn't afford to say no. Closed the studio, sold all my equipment, and that's that.
How easily we betray the things we love.
Yeah.
That's enough reminiscing for one night. Try to get some rest, Mr. Dawes. I have something special to show you in the morning.
Looking forward to it.
Have a good night, Henry.
You too.
We're sorry, your call did not go through. Will you... We're sorry, your call did not go through.
tray for a little cup.
May I get you anything else?
No, ma'am.
Something on your mind?
You got any horses in that stable?
Not for many years. I never took much to them. And in return, they never took much to me. Shall we? This farm has been in our family for generations. Centuries of history under our very feet. At one time, the main house was an inn. A bed and breakfast of sorts for travelers heading north into the mountains. Many nights I've imagined all the souls that must have passed through here, each with their own story to tell. Ah, here we are.
We've been looking for you.
Tell me that their beauty isn't absolutely undeniable.
These are incredible.
Each and every piece machined from scratch. 10,000 hours to create.
Did you build these?
Oh, no. I am not nearly patient enough. It was my father who made them.
Amazing. Do they still run?
Of course. Though I wouldn't dare venture them out on that old track out there. I can't help but feel that the majority of people take the world's beauty for granted. The time spent incepting, designing, creating all that is. These objects in space. Needless to say, I feel it is my God-fearing responsibility to preserve that beauty. And, when need be, give it a little polish from time to time.
These are works of art, Mr. Emil. There's no question about it. But I'll be honest, when it comes to their worth, I don't even know where I'd start.
That's easy, Henry. They're priceless. Through there, you'll find the staircase on your left leading to the storage garage. Between that and the machine shop, you should find plenty of work to fill your day.
Hello?
a word.
Who the hell was that?
You need to calm down, Miss.
Don't you tell me to calm down. Do you see that? I was attacked on your property, understand?
You threatening me.
I need to know what's going on. Right now.
You're in shock, Henry. You have suffered a sharp blow to your head. And I suspect are victim to a concussion.
You didn't answer me.
Take a moment, Mr. Dawes. Calm your nerves. And when you have done so, meet me in the kitchen for a civilized conversation. In the meantime, I shall fetch Mrs. Gates to tend to your wound. You have taken liberties with my hospitality, Mr. Dawes.
There's something in that barn.
A rail thin creature, ravaging an unlucky hen. Is that correct?
You saw what was left of that bird.
What I saw was the rotten remains of an escaped farm animal. Nothing more.
I'm telling you the truth.
See it through my eyes. I find you in the stable, alone. Your head bleeding and your camera smashed. An empty glass of bourbon on the porch. Can you at least appreciate my perspective?
I understand how it must look.
What's really troubling you, Mr. Dawes? It's in your eyes. Something deeper. Something personal.
I'm just trying to do my job, and that's it.
You are here to perform a service, Henry. One that means a great deal to me. Can I count on you?
Yeah.
Good. I had faith you'd muster the will. Besides, I am growing quite fond of your company. Get a good night's rest. I'll see you in the morning.
I'm not doing this.